I hope you know that your heart is enough. You're smart enough and funny enough and interesting enough. Your smile is enough. Your light is enough. And the parts of you that you struggle with and try to hide, they're enough too.
Broke your heart last week, you'll probably feel better about it.
You look so pretty and I love this view. We fell in love in October. That's why
Arthur. Oh, Arthur.
I think you might have accidentally saved my life.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I want you to know how deep my...
I want you to want me. I want you to do it desperately, like you cannot breathe air unless it's my own. I want you to kiss me like it's the only thing you know, and I want you to crave me and ache for me down to your bones. I want to be so intertwined in your life you will never let me go.
I'm gonna die one day. I know it, I know
trust me, I got nothing for you other than love.
You probably did it just to hurt me. Well, it worked. You hurt me. Now there's nothing else I can do.
He said nothing compares to the fever dream. It's
What if I can't find anyone like her again? Oh, you won't. You'll never find anyone like her again. That's never gonna happen. That's...
Bojack, I don't like anything about me.
Hey.
None of this is me. This house isn't me. The only reason I wear this shirt is because some company paid me $8,000 to wear it. And I don't even need the money.
You can think you've run away from something, but actually, you've been carrying it with you the whole time. I think you might have accidentally saved my life.
You are all the things that are wrong with you. It's not the alcohol or the drugs or any of the shitty things that happened to you in your career or when you were a kid. It's you.
Washing my hair, doing the laundry, waiting TV. I want you.
He want my number, had to hit him with the fantasizing, got him fiending for this.
I just don't understand why I'm so sad when I'm so young and this great thing is happening for me.
You always let your emotions get in the way. That's the problem with you, Lorelai. You don't think.
Mom, please.
He's just a man, Lorelai.
No, he's not.
Oh, so what are you telling me? That this was all worth it because he was the love of your life, that this was the man for you?
I don't know. He might have been. Excuse me.
Joe, you gotta have it out. I have loved you ever since I've known you, Joe. I couldn't help it. And I tried to show you.
Your new girl is my clone.
All the times that Cassie consoled her, comforted her, pretended to be there for her, none of it was real.
But you know what? I was so madly in love with him.
Maybe one day I'll get
be my maid of honor. And
Lay on the horn to prove that it haunts me.
your house with a picket fence to float with me in bed.
I'm gonna die one day. I know it.
Friday, you're the broken one, but I'm the only one I need to save. 'Cause when you never see the light, it's hard to know which one of us is caving.
It's okay, Lizzie. It's okay not to be okay.
I wanna be alone, alone with you. Does that make sense?
Interlinked. Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked. Interlinked. Do you dream about being interlinked? Interlinked. Do you long for having your heart interlinked? Interlinked. Interlinked. Do you dream about being interlinked?
Lighting really is everything, and I won't shut up about these lights because I never thought that I would like this that much, but look how beautiful these lights are. Wow. Wow. Like, this was just a blank wall, and then I added this, and now it's a sanctuary. I never have hung out in my bedroom as much as I have until these lights were installed. Like, I did that. I saw that in the picture, and I was like, we'll see how we do. It's gorgeous. It's spectacular.
Tell me that you need me.
Happy and free and leather.
I love you, I'm sorry. You were the best, but you were the worst.
Be a part of the love.
All Hallows Eve, the one day of the year it's socially acceptable to play dress up. The only question is, who do you want to be?
We say we're friends, but I'm catching you across the room. It makes no sense, 'cause we're fighting over what we do.
If anyone can save me, it would have been.
I saw him in the brightest way, looking like a guy I date, dancing while he had his headphones on. Then he came up to me sweet, begging, baby, would you please do the things you said you'd do with me? With me, oh, won't you kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor? And don't you pull away, 'cause I don't wanna wait till later. I do believe in God, and I believe that He's my Savior, and I will call on Him because I'm covered in His favor. And when I'm thinking of you, I forget all that is wrong, and I sleep so I can see you, 'cause I hate to wait so long. Yeah, I sleep so I can see you, 'cause I hate to wait so long.
This is really unrelated, but when I was 17, I sat in a
This was Saga bitch.
Said forever and I almost bought it. I miss fighting in your old apartment, breaking this I'm sorry.
I just wanted to hop on here and see if anyone else's mother doesn't let a single day slip by without somehow mysteriously alluding to their inevitable death. Every day my mother is like fantasizing about her demise. Okay, and it's not even like I can just make a TikTok about it and call it a day. I need to dig up Freud and have him work on her full time because it's actually preposterous. Like, say we get into a little argument, we get into a little tussle. I would bet all the money in my bank account she ends it with, would hate it if this was our last conversation. What? Who said, who? What? Even if it's like a friendly type thing where it's like, oh my gosh, mom, you're freaking embarrassing me. She'll be like, yeah, and you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Like, yeah, I don't know, is there something you're not hearing enough? Like, because I know, you know, you're a little older, you start thinking about things like that, but it's like, it really just feels like she knows something I don't.
Please don't leave me now. You're still a part of me. I'm taking backward steps without you next to me. Oh, I'm aimless now. That cold is calling me. And I belong to you. You don't belong to me.
I think for my own safety, I'm not going to be talking about the Dipper Holt situation anymore because I just found out a lot of things, and oh my god, he's an even worse person than I could possibly imagine that he would be, and it's to the point where it's kind of scaring me. The fact that I was able to be with him for 3 years and not know. So, I think that I'm going to shut up, at least for now, until I figure out what the fuck is going on. Everything I've already posted is staying up, but I don't think I'm going to be adding anything new to it for a while. Maybe not ever. I don't know. Because I literally, oh my god. So, literally I love all of you for the support so much. And keep talking about it if you want. But, I'm done for now.
They say you will never fall in love with the same person twice because love changes people. But she will never stop going back to you because she doesn't care if you are not the same. She doesn't care how much you both have changed. She could love 100 versions of you. You say you both have an addiction. Neither one of you can break the habit. No matter the distance, y'all will find yourselves back at it. And she has a string tied around her finger leading back to you, a dog on a leash. And you pull her in when it's time again to pretend there will be a better outcome, to pretend y'all aren't better off alone. And the string gets stronger the more times she comes back. But when you leave, she can't break it. It's permanently tied to her skin, and you hold it loosely in your hands. You could cut it off. You could save her. You could love her enough to let her go because God knows she's too tired to pull the string out of your hand, and she's too scared. Scared if she does, the other end will wrap around her neck because she doesn't remember how to live without her other half. And she knows it won't last. She knows it doesn't work, but that doesn't make it easier. It just reminds her she's going to get hurt. Who will she be without you chasing after her? The one thing all of her identities have in common is you. She's given forever to a fragile thing, one she knows won't end in a ring. They say you can never fall in love with the same person twice, but she did, and she is, and she has a sick feeling she'll be falling in love with you for as long as she lives. Unless you find the strength to pull out the knife, to for once and all break the tie, but you were too tired. You were burning alive, but you can't take your eyes off her fire, so you will both turn to ash in the name of desire. Just to prove wrong the saying, you can't fall in love with the same person twice. But you proved it right, didn't you? Because this isn't love, this is an addiction, and you are both the addict, the enabler, and the poison.
I think one of the worst parts about having cancer, especially at a young age, is that everyone else's life continues to go on. And yours is just on pause. And I don't expect anyone else's life to be paused either. But it doesn't make it any easier. Especially when I got back to like a somewhat normal life. And I couldn't even enjoy it because I felt like the rug was going to be pulled out from under me at any minute. And it was. And now I'm just back to the same place that I was before. And everyone else just gets to keep living their normal lives.
Shout out to all the long distance best friends, because having a best friend that is long distance is genuinely like so hard. Like you might see them every 3 months, maybe even more, and in those moments you cherish those moments you get to spend with them because you know it could be your last. I hope not, but still you won't see them again for like another year. And then like they'll tell you stories about people that they know but you don't know, when you're getting kind of confused because they're like, oh, there's this person and there's this person, and you don't know what's going on because you're not there and you can't see them. That is genuinely a struggle. Especially when you guys like used to see each other every day, but now you only see each other like every couple of months, or even maybe even longer. Like that is something that just like, I applaud that, because it's so hard to still have that connection.
I think my house is haunted and I'm freaking out. Like I'm literally shaking. This is my sunroom. This is where I work. I sit here every day. There's a playroom here, doors here. This is the space. I worked in here last night until about 6:30. Everything was fine. Shut my laptop. We close these doors. The dogs don't come in here at night. No one is in this room. I'm down this morning to work. Screen shattered. This stuff down here. This hanging off. But the fucking kicker for me is that this that only goes on this shelf and only goes on this shelf ever, up here. Why? I'd never put it there. I don't put it here. My phone sits there when I work. Why was that there? Here's the next bit of important information. So we're building a fence, and back here we dug a hole. There is a rolled up carpet buried underground that we came across as we were digging this hole. Rolled up carpet. Who the fuck and why the fuck is there a rolled up carpet underground?
I don't think I've ever broken anyone's heart in the way that I've had my heart broken. I don't know that anyone has ever canceled plans in hopes that I'd reach out to them to come over even if it's in the middle of the night. That they've rolled over and lit up their phone again and again, hopelessly waiting for my reply. I don't know that anyone has ever said, I can fix her and then she'll love me, and known all the pain would be worth it if the day comes that I change my mind. That anyone has ever cried all the way home after leaving my place, wondering if our brief physical exchanges would ever make them feel less numb after, less heartbroken, less desperate. I don't think anyone has ever been jealous of the people I pay attention to, frantically scrolling through their Instagram page, comparing themselves, asking what do they have that I don't, why them and not me. I would do anything to be wanted by her the way that I want her. I don't think anyone has ever inconsolably and irrevocably yearned for me in a way that it altered a period of their life so much they talked to their therapist about it. But I also don't think I have it in me to put someone through that. I don't think I have a thread strong enough to let someone hang from it the way that I've been hung. I don't think I lack awareness in the way I would have to let someone hurt in the way that I've hurt. And now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it's ever been an accident during the times that my heart has been broken the way that it has. I think both of us knew it was happening, and I just don't have it in me to do that to someone else.
How is that possible?
At this point, I am begging her to turn it around and for us to do this in the daytime when we have our phones, because we left our phones to be more present in the moment. She's not answering me. She's just going and going faster. We're now past the arch and it's pitch black and it's the scariest thing I've ever experienced, and I'm begging her, screaming, please stop the ATV, please stop the ATV. And she stops it as hard as she can, shoves me to the ground, looks me dead in my eyes, and then takes off and leaves me in the pitch fucking black. So what do? I get up and I start running for my fucking life because I don't know what else. I didn't know what else to do in that situation. I'm literally telling myself, you're going to make it, Liv. You're going to make it. All I can hear are the sounds of my footsteps on the fucking ground because you can't hear anything else. It's pitch black jungle. Okay? For like 5 minutes, I am running for my life. And the thoughts that were running through my head, I can't even put into words. But I see her headlights coming back. I see the headlights coming back, and as soon as she gets to me, she flips it on its side. And what do? I fucking still run over to her, and I'm like, baby, are you okay? Trying to make sure that she's okay. She shoves me, tells me to get the fuck off of her, that it's my fault we're in this situation, that I held her back. So I'm like, all right, you just crashed off an ATV. Let me flip this over. It wouldn't start. So then I see a car coming down the street, and I wave them down, and it was a car filled with 10 guys in the back of the truck, okay? And thank God that they were good people. I asked them to tow us to our hotel that's a few miles away. They tie up our ATV, and she's steering it as we're now going 35 miles per hour behind the back of a truck in the middle of a jungle. She is swerving it, yelling at me, we're broken up, I'm breaking up with you, this is your fault, you're holding me back. And I'm literally saying, okay, we're broken up, okay, let's just talk about this when we get back, please stop swerving. I black out. I fly like 7 feet off the freaking ATV, my entire left side of my body completely torn up. And I wake up and I see her already standing, and she's making them leave us. Leave, we've got to figure it out, leave, thank you for your help. And now they're driving away as I'm picking myself up, and we're now stranded once again in the middle of a jungle with no phones. Now crashed off an ATV. So I push it to the side, and I'm like, all right, let's just fucking go. Let's start walking. That's part 2. Part 3 coming.
My ex cheated on me with his ex, so I made him believe that I was unalive. So 6 months ago, my ex-boyfriend left me for, let's take a guess, for his ex. Recurrent theme, everybody knows. I look like I just got punched in the eye, but so he left me 6 months ago for his ex. Mind you, he was always talking badly about his ex. And one thing that I can say for a fact is, if your boyfriend is talking trash about his ex-girlfriend, it means he still has feelings for her. This is something I've learned, and it is very true, because sometimes we're fooled and we think, oh, he hates his ex, he would never go back. No, if he has any feelings, because indifference is the opposite of love. Hate is not. So if he's talking about his ex filled with hate, there's something fishy. So he basically broke up with me in the worst way possible. He was always saying his ex was abusive, blah blah blah. One day, out of nowhere, I wake up and I'm blocked everywhere. So no explanation, no nothing. And I find out through Instagram that they were together through a fake account that I created because, like I said, he had blocked me on everything all of a sudden. This was obviously one of the hardest times in my life. I almost unalived myself because it was completely heartbreaking. I mean, there's nothing worse than someone breaking up with you this way, just out of nowhere, blocking you, and then you find out that they're with their ex that they were always claiming was abusive and whatnot. It was a very difficult and dark period of my life, as one can imagine. I was so heartbroken and I was so depressed that I think it was easier for me not to say anything. I left it alone for about 6 months. I left it alone. I didn't say anything. I was really bad. I knew he would eventually say something because it always is like this. They always do come back. So I did nothing. For 6 months, I did nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I moved on with my life as much as I could. But I knew one thing. I knew that if he ever were to come back, which I already said, I knew he would, I was going to do something. I was going to do something that would make him feel the guiltiest possible for what he had done to me. So I started thinking, what would that be? What would make someone feel the guiltiest possible for having done something like that? He does come back, I'm gonna make him regret treating me like shit, and I'm gonna tell him that I was unalived. I'm gonna tell you what I did and what happened, because he did. 6 months later, he did reach out.
Okay, let's talk about Diddy. Let's talk about the whole situation. Also, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded in a week. School has been kicking my ass, but yeah. Okay, so this all started in November of 2023 when the singer Cassie filed a lawsuit against Diddy stating that he had physically and sexually abused her. Cassie is Diddy's ex-partner, and he did that throughout their whole relationship. Diddy settled that lawsuit within a day, but since then, 8 more women and 2 other men have sued him for the exact same things that Cassie did. And these accusations include sexual harassment, rape, non-consensual porn, and sex trafficking. In March, federal agents actually raided Diddy's homes in Miami and Los Angeles, and in September, he was arrested in a Manhattan hotel. He was arrested and charged with racketeering and trafficking, and he was held without bail until his trial. His lawyer, Aaron Dreyer, actually said that Diddy is innocent and will fight every day to clear his name. And these are 2 quotes from Diddy. "I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged." However, in May, CNN published security footage from a hotel back in 2016 that Cassie and Diddy stayed at, and this showed him actually assaulting her. His response to that video was that his behavior was inexcusable. And since then, 10 more people have come forward with allegations against Diddy. There is a 14-page indictment charging him with racketeering and trafficking, saying that he coerced women to do what he wanted to do, including coercing other people around him to protect his image and also fulfill his fantasies. Now let's get into, they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil inside of Diddy's house. Usher gave Diddy custody of Justin Bieber for 48 hours, and in a video, Diddy said that him and Justin Bieber were gonna go crazy, which is now insane looking back on it. It is alleged that Kevin Hart hosted these parties. Mary J. Blige was there, Jay-Z was there, Beyonce knew about it, J-Lo was in on it, and it is also alleged that Diddy is behind the death of the mother of his children, and that he also hired someone to kill Tupac. I tried to find as much information as I could about this, but honestly, Diddy just makes me sick, and like, it makes me feel icky and gross, and this is disgusting. Yeah, you can sit here and laugh about the whole 1,000 bottles of baby oil because that's fucking crazy, but you have to remember that these are real people's lives that have been affected by this. And also apparently Tory Lanez was there. So, yeah.
It's been 6 months since my little sister has passed today, and I feel like the last 2 days have been totally like, reality has hit me harder than ever since the first week it happened. Like, I feel like the past 6 months I've been in like just kind of this numb denial and kind of just focusing so like far above the earth, like I'm gonna see her. But now it's like you know, I have to go through this life without her, and it's really like sad, and the realization of what happened, the gravity of it, because I never like internalized it or like digested it, and it's a lot. And focusing on the things above, that I will see her again, helps me more than anything else could. But it's like I like miss my sister, like her in the flesh, her with all of her imperfections, you know, her tattoos, her like dark humor. You know, when I see her in heaven, like she won't have any of that, and I know that it'll be better than anything here, but I miss my sister, you know. And it's like I see everybody else going through life with their siblings, and I like just really want my sister, and I've just now, like, reality has just hit me so hard these past 2 days. I see her so vividly now, where I feel like these past like 6 months, like I've just been so like kind of a little foggy, and I just like can visualize her laugh and her smile and her energy, and I'm missing her so much. I've never gone this long without seeing my little sister, and now it's like, where is my little sister, you know? And I don't know how it's 6 months. Like, how is it 6 months? I don't understand how I've been without my sister for 6 months. Like, and it's a thing where it's like, I don't think I ever will understand, you know? But I like feeling like the weight of it and the reality of it. Like, I hated being numb, but it comes with a lot as well, you know. And I thank God that I can feel this, but like, it feels wrong of me to like not have her here. It feels wrong of me to have fun. It feels wrong of me sometimes to like to reap the benefits of now being the child that gets all the attention, you know, because there's not, like, I don't like it. I don't know. If you've ever lost a sibling, I am so sorry. If you've lost your only sibling, I am so sorry. We will see them again. We'll see them in heaven, and since we're not dead, that means God wants us here. And, you know, we can be a light to others through our suffering, even though it sucks so bad, you know? But they are somewhere like a million times better. And so, you know, if we died, they'd be the ones suffering and feeling this. And I think taking comfort in that, and then just focusing on the things above. And when you feel it, when you feel that realization, when you feel that sharp loss and the heaviness of it, when reality comes for even a few seconds, feel it, you know?